Hi, my name is Gerhard Schwantner and welcome to Selling Power TV. Today we have the pleasure of continuing our conversation with Jeff Seeley, President and CEO of Karoo International. Welcome, Jeff.
It's great to be back, Gerhard.
So, everybody talks about ROI. How can companies get a better ROI out of their training effort and business development effort?
The first is to really use skill-based training versus product-based training. So they really develop the skill sets of their group, whether it's business development, business center, as we talked about yesterday, whether it's just traditional selling skills, developing that. The second thing is it has to have a strong leader focus. And what they found is that organizations that use internal resources, not just external resources, to do the training, to where it becomes part of the culture, see an extensively better ROI on their investment compared to those who make it an event. So really what happens is ROI comes from this cultural transformation inside of their organization.
And then you probably have a lot of follow-up programs and maintenance programs to ensure that the learning sticks.
And that's exactly right. And that's where the leader-led piece becomes so critical. A lot of times in an event-based system, everyone comes in, they do a big sheep dip, they sprinkle them with some water, they have a big party and think, wow, we're trained. And the reality is that's just the beginning. And what we found at Karoo is that we have a very systematic approach for reinforcement. And by using those internal leaders who are also trained in the program, they really become the advocates, they become the Yodas to some degree of understanding who to go to and how to get information from that individual, how to coach, how to counsel. And so it becomes an entirely holistic approach. Their leaders become better coaches, which is a really difficult thing in today's marketplace. And they also have the knowledge very viscerally, so it's just not an event, it's just not go read a book, that type of thing.
So in this past recession, the skills levels have changed, and salespeople needed to develop greater resilience to adversity. What are the critical skills that salespeople need today as we come out of the bad economy?
It really comes down to a couple. You mentioned resilience. Well, that gets you through the tough times. But now when we come on the other side of this, very dark period of time, especially when you're in sales, it's been a really rough couple years. What happens is sometimes salespeople get timid, or they really don't take the same approach to what they had because they're still in this protect mode. And when you think about the position of that organization in terms of how you now are going to attack your customer, what it really becomes now is how do I start influencing the customer at multiple levels? Salespeople have been pushed into purchasing many times in their life. And what they really need to do going forward is push themselves out of purchasing. Purchasing really doesn't understand the common goal of the organization in terms of their customer. They know their job is to get a better price, but they don't understand how it influences the entire outcomes. Great example, you think about the iPad, which a lot of us have iPads out there in the world. Think about purchasing really kind of created, how the glass on an iPad is designed and made and used. And if you were to take a step back from that, if a salesperson really got involved at Apple and could show Apple that having fingerprints all over your iPad is going to be a customer dissatisfier, they probably would have paid an extra amount of money, and purchasing could have never helped them with that solution. That's what the next sales organization is going to look like as we move forward. Those folks who really help create solutions to problems that most people didn't even know existed.
Well, Jeff, I want to thank you. We're going to continue our conversation with Jeff tomorrow, where we talk about the biggest challenges that the sales profession is facing today.